Alright, Pokemon Eclipse's main story has come to an end. Because of that, it means it's time for me to explain my Pokemon teams. This isn't going to be a very complex thing or anything like that. In fact, I got the list onto my side here, so you should see me looking off in the corner a bit. That's just me double checking the list. So, yeah, it has to explain every other time I look off to the side watching videos. Shut up. But this time, that's that explanation as to why that is. So, let's not waste any more time here and get right into the Pokemon team. This is the Pokemon team based on my first playthrough, most likely, so we're just going to go off of that. So if your favorite isn't on here, maybe in a second playthrough. Anyway, with all that said, let's begin. First of all is going to be the starter Pokemon, the Fire-type Kidevil. Because, well, this is the most no-duh out of all of them on the team, really, because I always go with the Fire-type when they're starting with the Pokemon team, because usually Pokemon isn't really great with the Fire-types in terms of, like, how many there are. They're great with water types, though. Oh, they love their water types, which is funny because at least in Eclipse, the water type was actually one of the weaker elements in terms of introducing them, which I guess does make sense. You don't want to like over spam with water types like a freaking Synodid, for example, or Gen 3, but it's still like some would have been nice. I don't know. I almost felt like an overcorrection, but I mean, if it doesn't fit the water type state, why do it? But anyway, yeah. Focusing on the Pokemon itself, I do like the design of it and how it becomes like more and more unhinged as it evolves. Like it starts from like, oh, it's a cute little calf to I am the Jersey Devil mixed with Kidevil, and it just gets more and more ridiculous as time goes on. I do like it flying through the air with like little jetpack hooves and stuff like that. And I do like the Beast Merge for, of course, where you're just like fused with it and going crazy yourself. So yeah, it's overall a great design. And I say its design is based on Kidevil, but hey, by being a Pokemon, its design is based on Evil Knievel, not Kidevil. Kidevil is the Pokemon, but yeah, its design is based on Evil Knievel, but by virtue of being a Pokemon, it already has better health insurance than the actual Kidevil. Anyway, let's move on to the next Pokemon. So the next Pokemon is Visigoth. I love this little bat-like design of this thing. Well, I call it the regional bird, but it's more the regional bat. This regional also has like two or three regional bats, but I should call this thing the regional bird of the region. Anyway, apologies. I like how this thing starts like really cute and cuddly, and slowly becomes more and more demonic as it grows up. Like it starts getting more and more crazy and out there. That's a little, and of course I like how it becomes more Mothman-like as it evolves. It just, well, it is based on Mothman, obviously, and Mothman is a pretty popular cryptid and a pretty easy cryptid too. But that's not bad in of itself. You gotta have those entry-level cryptids to get people in the door. And it's okay to have a few that are just like, yeah, it's that basic. I mean, Bigfoot isn't complex, but he's very popular for a reason. It's very simple. And if you don't have those simple ones, no one's gonna get their foot through the door. And I do like how, with the Mothman design, it gets, like, it grows, it kind of fuses with the bridge that it's based off of, and takes that into the design as it evolves, like, not only just basing it off of Mothman, but the bridge itself, the infamous bridge, is just really cool as well. So I really like that thing. So yeah, the next one's Visigoth. After that, we have ourselves, I'm going to probably butcher this one's name, but Jogaleshi. It's, this one's kind of one of the more basic reasons. It's a grass type. It's just, you need a grass type for that party, get that coverage and whatnot. And, yeah, you gotta need a bit of variety on the team just so you can cover more bases. Although I will say it's more than just a grass type by itself, because I do like how it has little floating eyes and stuff and shows that there's a little bit more inside there than just basic grass. And we see that as it evolves further and gets the psychic typing. So there was always something hidden underneath, and it truly comes to form as it evolves. And gets a bit more of a monk design with the, on the side, sort of thing, just like, oh, you know, that sort of monk design. And finds inner peace and all that stuff. It is a really cool design. Having another psychic type and having a psychic type on the team would be pretty dang cool too. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this dude. He's really dang cool, and I really like the looks of it. Yeah, I guess it's just a really good Pokemon, and it's got grass psychic, so you need that coverage. Anyway, after that we got ourselves Gnode. Yeah, the normal type thing. I think this one was gonna be in the party, because I've spent so long looking for a water type that this thing has evolved by now, so might as well stay on the party. Not the most complex of reasons, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, yeah, I do like how this thing kind of, like, merges together to get its own schooling form and become an even more unstoppable monster. And to be fair, while having a normal type on the party isn't the best thing in the world, normal types do get a lot of coverage, so it's not like they're completely worthless. They get a lot of variety of moves. They don't have stab on any of them, but hey, being able to use like a bunch of moves is pretty dang useful when you need that coverage, especially when you need that water type coverage, and this is the best you can do. Or like an electric type or something like that. They do normal types do get some coverage to make up for their lack of power, so to speak, or lack of protection or super effectiveness. Normal types really need a buff, as far as saying, but yeah, I do think this would be a cool addition to the party, and I do like how it, the horde form and all that stuff, it just basically, yeah, it's normal types tend to be a sneak powerhouse on the party, so I'm fine with this guy being that sneak powerhouse, like, oh, you thought you were safe, but unfortunately, no! Just, anytime you got a problem, just send this thing out, it'll freaking, like, school together to cause this giant form, and then just go at it. Look out, here I come. Anyway, yeah, that's that Pokemon explained. So next we got ourselves Hoaxian Dunsparce. Well, at this one I could go with Hoaxian Dunsparce or Venuspar, honestly. It could go either way. But either way, I really like to see this design. Now, out of all the regional variants there are, why go with the Dunsparce? Simple, I think this is the best version of Dunsparce, even better than the actual canon design. Bless me. My body disagreed with that. Not that, excuse me. Yeah, but it's better than the canon design because it actually looks like it's trying to do something rather than just what the frig is this thing. I know Dunsparce is based on something, but I can never remember what. It just looks like, what the hell is this thing? Drampa should have been its evolution. I don't care what you say. The Dunsparce is funny, though. But yeah, this thing I like how it goes with a bug aesthetic that can either become a bigger bug or a snake. It really does something interesting with Dunsparce. It does the whole... It may be a little bit of the Magikarp thing where just like it starts as cute and cuddly. It turns into a vicious monster. But hey, that cliché's there for a reason. And it's really dang cool. It's a pretty dang cool reason if I do say so myself. And I do. This is one where I don't mind either way if I get which one I get. Because the Dunsparce is pretty dang nice with it being a more millipede-like design and just being pretty creepy. And Venuspar is simple because snake. It's a snake, a sneaky little snake. Not the most complex of reasons ever, but hey, there you go. So yeah, I think this was, and I do like how the Beast Merge forms kind of go into the whole, I turn them into amusement park rides each, so that's pretty dang cool too. Going for that sort of aesthetic. It's weird to do it with the Dunsparce line, but I'm not going to complain too much. I mean, at least it's unique, right? Can't say it's not coming. You can say a lot of things about it. Predictable ain't one of them. Anyway, now we got ourselves the sixth and final Pokemon, and we got ourselves Gripnoth, the Edo Fire Pegasus line thing. Edo was so important to the lore, I guess, of the region that it only felt right to have at least one of them on the party, I may not be the biggest fan of it, but it's like a background storyline going on through it, because you got the main plot stuff happening, of course, but meanwhile, this thing is still getting more and more forms as we progress, so this thing basically had its own little story arc. Apologies. So, yeah, it just felt like it was right to have it on the party, because it's such a crucial part of it. Might as well be the face of Pokemon Eclipse, for lack of a better term. If we're going to pick one Pokemon to be the face of Pokemon Eclipse, and you can't pick, like, any of the Gravity Falls stuff, Edo would probably be that, for me at least. But why go for the Fire Pegasus design when you already got a fire type in your team? I like it the best. It just looks the best. Plus, to be fair, it is ground type as well, so I can have that little ground type coverage if we gotta deal with any vicious rocks. So, it's not like it's gonna be completely worthless on the team. Interesting that the Hippogriff is also the fire ground, but whatever. It doesn't need to be flying type every single time. Just because the Pegasus doesn't mean it has to fly. I mean, frickin' there are flightless birds after all. But yeah, I do like how the little story of Edo and how it like goes throughout the region, even becomes the fucking the facility guy's ice monster is a freaking Edo. It's like, what the hell? And the Beast Bird is becoming a freaking out-of-control monster sort of robot thing you control. Out-of-control thing you control. Good work, James. But yeah, I just really like this thing's design, and I do kind of like the subtle story going on. This thing freaks me the frig out, but I can't say it's bad, that's for sure. Well, it may be a little evil, but it's not a bad Pokemon, not at all. But anyway, yeah, that's my party for the Hoaxian region, probably what I go through in the first playthrough. I probably switch some things out, of course, if we go with second or third playthroughs, of course, but yeah, we're just talking like pure raw, this is my playthrough, Pokemon party. I think this is the one I would go with, so So what I'm most happy with at the end of the day, so I can't really complain too much. So just for a quick recap, we got ourselves the Fire Starter Kid second one's Visigoth, the original bird slash bat. Then we got Jogaleshi because we need a grass type on the team, and grass psychic ain't nothing to complain about. Then we got Gnode ourselves. We got Gnode because, well, normal type powerhouse ain't too bad. It's basically the Snorlax of the region, but it kicks ass, so can't complain with that one too much. Then we got the Hoaxian Dudunsparce, or Venospar. Either way, just, hey, they're cool Pokemon, I like them. And then we got ourselves Gripnoth, the Fire Pegasus Pokemon. So yeah, that would be my party for the first playthrough of Pokemon Eclipse. What do you think? What would your party be? Let me know in the comments below, and go check out Fruitbeard's channel if you want to see more about this region. Always make sure, I gotta make sure to give that guy a shout out more. Yeah, but check out the book if you want to see where these Pokemon come from and you haven't yet, or just randomly watching this video for some ungodly reason. There's a description link to the channel below. You can check out the Pokemon Eclipse playlist. So yeah, that's the end of this video. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you all next time, and make sure you all catch them all. Later.